Hello, welcome to today's 15-minute fitness class. Everything is with a set of free weights and everything is upper body. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm up. We begin with our arms wide. Give yourself some big hugs. Take those arms really wide out to the side of you. Open up those pecs. You can alternate the arm that goes on top. As you hug yourself, try to open up the space in between your shoulder blades. Get some oxygen and blood moving to your upper body to prep us for today. Good, then we're going to reach across the body, reaching as far as you can through those fingertips. Feel that stretch as you reach from your lower back all the way through to your fingertips, out to the side. Go at whatever pace feels right for you. And we'll switch to overhead now. Again, feel the stretch from your hip all the way up, on out to your fingertips. If you want to hold it a little second here, you don't have to go through these fast. You can definitely do these nice and slow. Feel that stretch through it. Great, let's do some big arm circles forward. Nice, big, wide range of motion with your circles. Don't need to do these ones fast either. Reverse it the opposite way. Last one. Very good. And we'll do a couple shoulder rolls forward. And a couple backwards. Last one. Very good. All right, we're going to get started. 5 moves, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 2 times through with your free weights. First up, we have upright row. So you're going to have your free weights right in front of you. Keep them about an inch apart from each other as you row them up towards your chin with your elbows leaning up here at the top. 40 seconds, ready, and begin. Think about those elbows being up near your ears. So your elbows are leading this movement. They'll always be higher than your free weights. If you want to modify this, you can certainly do 1 row at a time, halfway through, or you could do 1 row at a time and then 2 together. Lots of options. Pick what works for you. Remembering to breathe through these. 3, 2, 1, stop. Very good. Next up is a lateral raise. This one, I generally recommend either lighter weights or doing them one at a time. So you're going to bring an arm out to the side and lower it back down. You can certainly do these ones together, but these ones do use a smaller portion of your shoulder muscle, so it requires a little bit more out of you. 40 seconds. Let's begin. If you want an extra challenge, you can hold it for a second once you bring it out to the side. But whether you hold it or whether you don't, when you release that arm, I don't want you to just let gravity halfway through. Don't just let gravity drop it to the ground, but rather you bring it on back down. Controlled movement here, making for sure that your muscle is working on the way up and the way down. Excuse me. 3, 2, 1, and stop. Very good. All right, tricep kickbacks are next. This will be arms together. You're going to bend at the knees, hinge at the hips, bring those elbows tucked in by your torso, and then straighten through the elbows. So your upper arm is going to stay still. That lower arm is what's moving. 40 seconds. Let's begin. I like to remind people here that we're not alpine skiing, so we're not doing one of these movements, that is not making your triceps work. That upper arm stays stable. Think about your elbow being the hinge, and from your elbow down to your wrist is the door. And that's the only part that's moving. We're past halfway through. Three, two, one, and stop. Awesome. All right, reverse fly. Let your lower back, give yourself a little stretch here because we're going to go right back into that same position. Bend at the knee, hinge at the hips. Bring your free weights in front of you like so. You have a slight bend in your elbow. You're going to bring it out to the side and bring it back down together. 40 seconds. Let's begin. Just like we talked about with our lateral raise, when you bring these arms back down, do not just let gravity bring them down. You bring them down. Do the work on the way up and the work on the way back down. This one you could also do one arm at a time. In some ways, it's almost harder. It requires you to use some extra core to be able to stay stable, but you totally can if you prefer. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, stop. Awesome. Very good. Alrighty. We have one more, and then we'll start back up at the top. So we're going to go right back to that same position that we just were at with our knees bent and our hips hinged. You're going to rotate your free weights so your palms are out to the hips, and then we're going to row in. So it's like a normal bent over row. It's just that we rotate our palms facing outward. Okay, 40 seconds. Ready, begin. Row those free weights in towards your armpits. Elbows are like arrows that point straight behind you, not to your back. Doing great. We're halfway through. Three, two, one, stop. Wonderful. Back up to the top now. Your back gets a little rest. We're back to our upright rows. So those free weights are going to be in front, like an inch apart. Row up towards your chin with your elbows leading. Ready, begin. We're halfway through. Doing great, guys. Keep thinking about your form, particularly if you start getting tired through the second time. Instead of letting your form drop, instead feel free to modify or decrease the amount of rep that you're doing. 3, 2, 1, stop. Very good. Okay, keep your weights. Lateral raise is next. That's the one right out to the side, one at a time or together, your choice. But again, don't let gravity, just bring those weights on back down. 40 seconds, ready? Let's begin. Slow and controlled is usually the name of the game, with a lot of strength moves, keeping that form in mind, making for sure the muscles that are supposed to be working are the ones that are actually working. We're halfway through. Your body is amazing at compromising, which is helpful a lot of times, but if you're trying to do a particular move and you don't have the strength to do it, your body will compromise that move, which can lead to pain and injury. So we don't want that. 3, 2, 1, stop. Great. All right, now we have our 3 where we are hinging at the hips, bending at the knees. Tricep kickback is the first one. Remember, not alpine skiing. Keep those upper arms in line as we kick back. Ready, begin. You can totally, for this one, do one at a time. This is an easy one to do one at a time. Or one at a time and then together, or whatever pattern you decide. We're halfway through, a little bit past. Three, two, one, and stop. Very good. Give that lower back a little rest now. We have reverse fly next. So again, hinge at the hips, bend at the knees, slight bend at the elbow, and we'll fly it out to the side. Ready? Begin. Think about that gravity as we bring it back down. Keep breathing. We're halfway through. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1, stop. Amazing. One left. Then we get to reward ourselves with a stretch. So last one is that reverse bent over row. So palms are forward, hinge at the hips, bend at the knees, row those weights in towards your armpits with your elbows like arrows behind you. Ready? And begin. This one you can also do one at a time to modify this one. Depending on what set of free weights you have, determines a lot. If you're doing one at a time or together, we're halfway through. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, stop. Very good. Drop those weights. Give those fingers. Woo! Feels good to let go of them and let that grip. Get your fingers moving. Again, get blood flowing to them. Those wrists moving. Awesome. All right. We'll begin with a shoulder stretch. So bring an arm across the body. Bring our heart rate on back down. I like to do deep stretches with this, deep breaths with this stretch. Anytime I exhale, I like to pull that arm across my body a bit more. Bring that shoulder down off my ear. Good. We'll switch to the other side. Good. Lace those hands up top. Link them, push them up as high as you can. Stretch out that vertebrae through the shoulders. Reach it over to a side. Reach it over to the other side. Good. Let's stretch out that lower back in case it feels a little tight after all of those in that bent over position. So we're going to slowly release down forward. Now, I know you might be thinking this is a hamstring stretch, which it is, but if you're going to let your head and your shoulders and your arms use that weight and that gravity to bring your body over, really try to open up right here in this space. It'll pull your vertebrae apart and give you a stretch through your lower back also. Slowly bring it on back up. Place those fingers in front of you and then push them out. You can do the same thing here. Just really think about like making your spine as long as possible. Think about curving it as much as possible, and you can really feel it start to open up and feel that space the more you practice it. Good. And lastly, bring those hands behind you, bring them up behind your head, lean over if that is what feels best for you. And slowly release those back down. Amazing job. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.